how to clean a Glock 17, how to clean a Glock 19, how to clean really any Glock. Verify unloaded, no magazine in the gun, no round in the chamber. Point the gun in a safe direction, press the trigger, pull the slide back just a touch, pull down the takedown levers, slide the slide off the front of the gun, remove the guide rod and recoil spring, remove the barrel. First I'm going to clean the outside of the barrel. You can use a solvent like Hoppy's number 9. What I'm going to use is original gun oil, which is a C.L.P, a cleaner, lubricant, and protectant. So all I'm going to do here is put a drop of this on here. This is not very dirty. If it's not very dirty, you just wipe it down on the outside with a rag. If it's real dirty, obviously spend more time wiping it down. You really want to get this ramp here. Mine's pretty dirty. Get a little on there. Next we're going to clean the inside of the barrel. So what I normally do here, I put a few drops of the gun oil in there. Just kind of let it sit in there for a little bit. I'm going to run a Boresnake through there. It's got copper brushes built into it. So after this sits for a few minutes, I'm just going to put the Boresnake through here. This is made for a 9mm. It fits nice and snug. If you did a whole lot of shooting and your barrel's really dirty, you'll want to get a patch and load it up with solvent and push that through. So I'll show you how you do that as well if you want to do that. I like to put my solvent in a dispenser to keep it from getting contaminated. Just pump it up here. Get a patch nice and wet. Put the patch on here. Push it through with a rod. Goes out the other side. See, this wasn't too bad. But then what you would do is you would get another patch, load it up with some more solvent, and push it through and keep doing that until the patch comes out nice and clean. And then wipe off the outside. Get all that solvent off of there that I just got on there. Now we're just going to clean the guide rod. A drop or two of gun oil on it. This doesn't get very dirty either, but I'm just going to kind of go over the whole thing. Then when I've done that, I'm just going to wipe it down. Get that nice and clean. Next we're going to do the slide. I'm just going to get my original gun oil cleaner. Just put a couple of drops in there. I'm going to take a brush, toothbrush, gun brush, whatever you got. Get the cleaner in there to loosen the dirt. Now we don't want to get a bunch of oil in this firing pin hole. So you do want to get a little bit, you want to clean this breech face, but you don't want to get a drop in there. And once you got everything nice and wet with the cleaner, then we want to just get a cotton cloth and wipe everything dry. One way you can get into the nooks and crannies is to just lay the cotton cloth over top and get another brush, a dry brush, and kind of push it down into the nooks and crannies, and that does a real nice job. So just spend some time getting all that wiped down clean. You want to make sure it's nice and clean right underneath this extractor here. Like that, you want to be able to see right through there. That's very important. The other places are in these slide cuts. That's where the slide slides back and forth on the frame. We are looking real good here. We're going to do a similar thing with the frame. We want to clean the rails here. There's 4 rails. That's where the slide goes back and forth. We want to clean those with some gun oil and clean all the metal parts here. You can use a brush. I prefer to use this cotton swab because it's got a nice fine tip on it. I'm just going to put a little bit of solvent or gun oil, whatever you prefer. Go through and clean everywhere that I see some dirt. Just use some dry cotton swabs to do the final cleaning and get all the crud off of there. Once all the frame is clean, it's time to lubricate. Lubrication of the Glock is super easy to do. You want to make sure you use an oil that is safe for polymer guns, such as original gun oil that I use. So it's real simple to do. You don't need much. This is all following the Glock manual. First, you want to put a drop or two on a patch, just a light coating on the outside of the barrel, including this area and the locking lugs. Coat the entire exterior. That's good. Next place you want to lube is inside the top of the slide. This is where the slide slides along the top of the barrel, where the barrel slides along the top of the slide. Get that in there. You want to lube around this opening where the barrel slides through there. Just a light coating of oil on there. Next place you want to lube is in the slide cuts. This is where the slide rides back and forth along the frame rails. To do that, just like a half a drop in the slide cut. Take a brush and just spread it along the slide cut. Same thing on the other side. About a half a drop of oil and just run that along. If you think you have too much oil, you can wipe some of it off of there. You really don't need much. And that's it for the slide. The next place the Glock manual wants you to lube is just one drop right here. So we're just going to do that. Just one little drop right there. Now we're good to go. Time to put the gun back together. The other place the manual recommends very light coating on the outside of the slide. You don't want much on here because it's going to be slippery, so you just want to kind of rub that in. It's more of a corrosion preventative at this point. Now to reassemble the Glock, take the slide, drop in the barrel, like that. Alright, next we want to insert the recoil spring and guide rod assembly. Just press it in there, compress it, and sit it right down, all the way down, as far down as it'll go, on the barrel. So it'll look just like that. Just like that. Gently slide it on. When you get here, just be careful the ejector doesn't scratch the back of your gun. No one wants that. Just slide it on. Slide it all the way back. It'll automatically lock in place. Run the slide a couple of times to spread the lube. After you put the Glock back together for cleaning, you should always do a function and safety check. I have a video I will link down in the description on how to do that. Thanks for watching my video on how to clean a Glock 17, and please hit the like button below and please subscribe.